I'll video it and we'll go again. Right, remember, if you need me at all, guys, throughout this, you can use the Team Believe chat alongside what we are doing on Zoom, and I'll get those messages on my phone at the side of me, basically. Why can't you see me? Oh, it doesn't matter if you can't see me, I suppose, does it? Right. Bear with me 1 second, I'll just make sure that you can see this. Because I don't want to be talking away and find that you can't, because that would be no good. Yeah? Can you see this? Right, nobody's told me, I was waiting. Right. Okay. See, yeah, excellent. Right, okay. Still not, I'm getting things that other people don't seem to be getting. Right. So, this is the checklist. Like I say, I suggest that you print it off, laminate it if you can, but have it in front of you so that as you're going through the process, you can see what you can see where you're up to with your daily things that you should be doing. There's a few different things on here that I'll talk you through. So basically, starting off, make sure that you're using the stock checker for all your items. Obviously, to use your stock checker, I've put orders here, but there's also its own stock checker button now when you go into the distributor login page, which is great as well. So do this for your first products. I've put here P1, P2 and P3. They're basically your products. So you should be aiming to post 3 separate products each day using all of these things that you should be doing daily here. So for each time you have used the stock checker for your first product, edit the photo. If you're on a laptop, use PicMonkey. Or I would recommend, I mentioned this to Catherine earlier, I would recommend using Pic Collage, the app is called. I'll type that in now so you can see that. That's a free app that you can download. That's also really easy to use. If you want me to show you how Pic Collage works afterwards, I can do on my phone. That's absolutely fine. When you're writing your advert, just use a short description similar to the one that's on the Clean Easy or K-Life website. Don't write War and Peace because it doesn't need to be. All it needs to say is the price of the product. It needs to say, the name of the product, the price of the product, and give a little bit about the product. That's all, okay? You might also want to add on the end your collection or delivery instructions or anything like that. But that is the order that I would suggest that you do it in. And then I have all my groups in an Excel spreadsheet. So I've just got the name of the group in one column, which I copy and paste, and the URL, which is the web address, which I also copy and paste. Again, if you want me to show you that afterwards, I can do. And then the system teaches to post it between 30 to 40 groups a day with 3 adverts. So for my first advert, I post 10, and then have a break for 10-15 minutes before you do the next ones. I wouldn't say, the way I do it is I do 10 posts sort of first thing when I get up. If I'm at school all day, for example, I'll do 10 at playtime, 10 at dinner time, 10 after school, or if I have a busy day, I might do 10 first thing, 10 at dinner, and then the other 20 when I get home later on in the evening. So this 10 is just a guideline. This 10 at each point is just a guideline, but you might want to fit it all within 2 hours. Like I say, you might want to spread it all across the day like I do. So it depends on fitting it into around what you've already got on. But what you also need to do is post it into your customer group as well. So ensure that your customers are seeing it, ensure that you've got it in all your 40 groups over the course of the day, and then repeat that 3 times for each product. So 3 separate products each day. And it works best if you can vary the products. So maybe choose one K-Life item, which is like a homeware, maybe choose one pet item or a children's item, and then for your third one, maybe choose like a personalised product, for example. So that you vary in what your customers and what your new potential customers are seeing over the day. Okay. So the next bit, once your adverts are posted, keep checking your inbox and your message requests. Okay. Don't forget to thank customers who've liked any of your posts by tagging them in a comment underneath, just to say, hi, such a body, tag the name there. Thanks for liking my product. Thanks for liking my post. Respond to customers if they've commented on your post by liking the comment, sending them a friend request, and then private message them. If, for example, they're asking if they can order, private message them and ask them how they can go about doing that. If they're asking a question about the product, reply by answering their question. You've just got to be very upfront and personal with them, not business-like, and try not to, if for whatever reason they're being negative in any way, don't rise to it, because unfortunately it doesn't get you anywhere. If somebody puts a comment on, for example, that says, oh, you can get this in Poundland or this or that or the other, a lot of the time it is tempting to argue with those people, but unfortunately it just ends up leading to more arguments 9 times out of 10. Very few people who post comments like that on Facebook, when you come back with a legitimate reasoning, will go, all right, you're right, I take your point. They'll come up with something else and the arguments will escalate. The easiest thing to do if you get somebody who is negative on one of your posts is click on their profile and block them, remove the advert, and then repost the advert. So basically that means that they won't be able to see any of your adverts anymore, and they won't be able to obviously therefore comment on the adverts and try and bring your business down to their level. Okay. So once you've started to get sales through, this is the processing a sale part of the checklist. So write down the customer's details and the order that they've placed. I use an order form personally, because obviously that order form will then go in the bag with their items, and that's their receipt, as it were. I also do keep them in a little notebook as well, but if you wanted to use one or the other or both, that's fine. But you need to have it written down somewhere what that customer has ordered. I also have a spreadsheet for that as well, so I can make a note of what they've ordered, and I've got that on my laptop, and I can access that wherever I am, because I've not always got my order book with me. If it's a dropship order that you're doing, so if the customer is paying the extra £3.95 and you're going to dropship it to them, then don't forget to use PayPal or bank transfer the money in advance, so that you know you've got that money and you've not potentially sent an item that the customer is never going to pay for. Some people are a little bit hesitant to give out their bank details, but all they will need is your account number and sort code, and that's not information that they can harm your account in any way with, if that makes sense. You're not jeopardising yourself in any way, shape or form. Okay, so don't worry about that. When you're processing your order, put it through the ordering system. Obviously, make sure that you've got enough to hit your minimum delivery as much as possible. If it's something that the customer needs urgently, you could always ask them if they want, if they were willing to pay the extra delivery, or you just pay it yourself if you wanted to get it there for them by that deadline. And again, like I say, you go to cleaneasy.co.uk and put your distributor login in the top right hand corner, and then you go into orders as well. Confirm the delivery time with the customer. Let them know that the item's on its way to you and it will be with you on such a day, and say when is the best time, or offer them sort of time slots when you can go to them or when they can collect from you. And then once that's arranged, deliver the order with a compliment slip and a catalogue. Now, I did the compliment slip training with you and the free catalogue training with you last week. So if you did miss that, make sure you watch that on Team Believe. The editable compliment slips are on the Team Believe group as well. If you don't have Word and you're struggling to access that on your computer, there's the problem is that obviously they need to be editable. So you need to open them because they've got my name of my shop and my links in and my contact number, etc., etc. You need to be able to open that in Word and edit it so that it says your things and not mine, because obviously you don't want to be printing them out and handing my details out, not yours. Okay, basically you will, if you imagine in your bag of orders, you've got the items they've ordered, their order form, which is their receipt, a compliment slip saying, oh, thank you very much for your order, and one of our range of catalogues, just the one. Don't give them one of each, just the one. Okay. So each week, these are just the last few things that the 10 Steps group recommend that you do. Weekly, you should be following up from your last week's customers that you delivered to. So any customers who you sent products to, delivered to, or collected from you, or however, last week, this week, message them with the same wording that's used in the compliment slip. So basically you're saying, I hope you're happy with your item. Are you happy with your item? Would you like to join my group? What was the other thing that's on there as well? How happy with the item? Would you like to join my group? Basically just thank you very much for your order. If there's anything you'd like from your complimentary catalogue, just let me know. And don't forget, each time you place an order, you will get more complimentary catalogues as well. Use the word free. They love the word free. And also message your existing customers. I mentioned this, obviously I mentioned this on Monday. This was part of a training from Kev. The area that you're delivering to next, if you're a catalogue distributor as well as an online distributor, this works really well for me because I deliver into 4 separate areas each week, and the majority of my online customers fit into those areas as well. So if I know I'm going to a certain area the following week and I've got an order going in, I'll message my online customers in that who I know live in that area and say, is there anything you want from your complimentary catalogues you've got so far? If so, can you let me know by 4 o'clock today because I've got an order going on, for example. I've got an order going on and I'll be delivering in your area next week so I can bring it to you. And that's just make sure that you're following up weekly with at least some of your customers, if not all, some of your customers from last week and customers that are in the area you'll be around the following week when you'll be delivering, okay? So monthly, you can run competitions to boost numbers. There's loads of different competitions you can do. We did an Easter one, which was ridiculously popular. That was really, really good. That boosted our numbers massively, actually, the Easter competition, where we just basically went to Asda and spent about £10 on prizes, but we got far more than £10 out of it, if that makes sense, which was great. We've had the nicest photo of pets, so people have uploaded the photos of pets into the group, and the picture that got the most likes from the other members of the group was the winner. And obviously you get people adding their friends into the group because they want them to like their pictures because they want to win, and you could offer a simple reward, a simple pet. You could offer a pet prize from the K-Life catalogue, pet product from the K-Life catalogue, for example. And also each month, I still do this, I know a lot of distributors still do this, is to advertise your selling group in external selling groups, if that makes sense. So use the link to your selling group. So that would be, for example, I know mine is facebook.com/groups/ now everybody's will be the same up until this point, and then the name of your group will go in the end. So mine's Abby's Amazing Offers. And I can post in other groups, I can post that link underneath, say, join my group to see homewares, can't spell, personalised gifts, and much more. simply click the link, for example. That's a nice short one. I'll post some examples up in Team Believe of ones I've done before, but they're really popular, and I tend to get anywhere between, if I do that in all of the selling groups that I'm in, which is about 150 over the course of the week, if not more now, actually, because I've joined quite a few more since the last time I've done it, I can get anywhere between probably around 200 people wanting to join the group each month. Some local and some not, but obviously boosting your numbers, it's boosting the people that you're getting your posts out to, and your products out to, which is amazing. Okay, so this is basically the checklist that you need to be going through, that each member of your new team should be getting. You should be pointing them in the direction of this. Like I say, now that I've just done a few tweaks to it, what I'll do is upload it to Team Believe so that you've got it and you can access it. I've posted quite a few things in there over the last few days, so what I'll just quickly do is show you what's in there. I'll just need to upload, then I can go back to screen share. I'm going to warn you now, somebody's posting a really nice picture of the dinner and it looks amazing. Ooh, that looks good. Here we go. Right. So, all of your newbies should be getting access to this, okay? You can comment and tag them in the post if you want to. Obviously, you can see a few people have done that over the last couple of days, because they need to be having a look at the 10 steps videos. They need to be in this group. They need to be in that group. So there's two really important groups that they need to be in there. My laptop's frozen. Okay. And then they'll need to know if they're using the Zoom app. They need to be in this, tagged in this video underneath, so they know how to download the app. I've uploaded from the last week's training, I've uploaded the online customer database sheet, where you can keep a track of your customers. Compliment slips are there for you to download, and you can edit those and print those out and send them to your online customers as well. All the training videos should be in there now, and I really like, there's lots of these things coming in here as well. Mary posts them quite a bit. I've posted a few. I know a couple of other people have as well, and I really like the fact that we're sort of encouraging each other with these. So please keep these up. If you see any nice positive quotes that you think we'll all benefit from, make sure they go in there as well. Like I say, all our trainings are on here. That's another one from Mary. And there's just, I think that was all the files. But if you need any of the documents, as it were, that you can print off and use or use online, they're all in your files. They're all in the files part of the group. So everything is here for you. So there's an online selling checklist there, which is the older one. So I'll upload the newer version as well. But everything, Google Hangouts we don't use anymore, so I can get rid of these two actually. The nice competition guide there that my mum and I created as well. So you can go in there and you can get that uploaded and have a look at ways that we've run competitions in the past. Set up checklists, again, there's some more there, and just basically ensure that all your team members, when they sign in, know where to find everything in our group, because everything is in there. If there's anything you think we're missing that we could do with, obviously you just need to let me know and I'll work on getting that set up for you, okay? Oh, wrong button. No. That's the button I want. Perfect. Okay. Now, my mum's just mentioned something really important, which I've not thought of actually. On the checklist at the bottom where I said about putting your group URL, your Facebook link in, once you've done that a certain amount of times, you can start to get in trouble for it, if that makes sense, via Facebook from sharing that link too much. So what I would recommend doing there is, rather than putting in the group link, put in the wording of your group name. So put in the name of your group, exactly how they need to type it in to find it, and say to them, if you type this in, that's how you can ask to join the group, basically, rather than posting the link. I'd forgotten all about that, actually, and my mum's brought a very valid point up, because basically then, as soon as it only takes one person to post it again then, and you can start having problems with your group and things like that as well, which obviously we don't want. Problems with your account as well, which we definitely don't want. Okay, guys, don't woohoo go me, mother. What you like. So I'm going to finish recording. I've got 9 minutes left of my meeting time, so I'm going to be here for questions. If you want me to do anything in terms of going through any apps, like I say, I can go through PicMonkey if people want me to. I can go through Ripple if people want me to go through that. That's a pretty neat app as well, actually. I quite like Ripple. When we're back off holiday, I'm going to have a look into groups and pages and the benefits of having groups and pages for recruiting and for online selling. And also, again, we are away, but we're only in Wales. We're not in another country. We're not in another country. We're not in foreign country, I suppose, is the words I'm looking for. We're hopefully going to have internet access. We've been promised that we've got Wi-Fi where we're staying, and we're also get pretty decent 3G signal in the town that we're in, the village that we're in as well. So we should be okay. Like I say, if you've got any issues, you just need to get in touch with us, and that goes for all of you. If you've got any issues, you need to get in touch with us. But your first port of call should always be the person who sponsored you, because if they don't know, they can then come further up to us. And like I say, there won't be a training from us on the Tuesday or the Thursday. On the Tuesday night, there will be a webinar run by Andy Boswell, who's a very big team leader in Clean Easy. And he will have a speaker on, and that's open to the whole of the company. They ask you to register for that in advance, and as soon as that link becomes available, I will ensure that you all can get signed up, so that they've got an idea of how many people are going to be coming on, basically. Okay, I don't think there's anything else I needed to mention. If there is, I am sure my mum will tell me, and I will let you guys know. But that's it from me tonight. If anybody needs to ask me anything, I will be here until my 8 minutes is up and it kicks me out. So just let me know, guys, okay? Thank you very much.